Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Yondercraft. So last episode we built this lovely stump that I am perched upon. In between episodes, everyone did a lot of work at spawn, and it turned out really pretty. This episode, we're going to be building a wonderful axe right in the log. I planned this and intended to get it done last episode, but you know, stuff doesn't always go to plan. So we're gonna start by just cracking it a little bit. So the idea was this was supposed to be at an angle, but genuinely I have an axe that I can use as reference. Okay, so we will be building something along the lines of the Minecraft axe, simply due to the nature of easy. We'll just double everything. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So this should be plenty large. And then after that, it is just gonna go up. So we'll do this. Null is on, so with luck, she will take some sleep. So that does need to be this. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, which means there we go. That looks like an axe head. Finishing it is really quite simple. So this will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and that should be decent-ish. It will probably change due to the nature of I am better at building than that. But for now, it's alright. So I have 3 types of log, spruce, ember, and dark oak, and we're gonna go ahead and let there be light real quick, and then use this as scaffolding. We'll start with that, and then we'll put it on both sides. What color does ember make? Not animated, and that's all we need to know. Okay, well, that's a texture we have now. I can do better this time around and not screw that up. So the goal isn't that this looks exactly like a diamond axe, just that it looks cool, which I think it will. If you could put fire aspect on axes like you used to be able to, I think this is what a visual enchants pack would have it look like. You know? So we are gonna use, we use cobble. We use stone brick, because we haven't used that elsewhere. This is how, yeah, that's how axes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think 12 will be. No, we need more. 216 it is then. And then I'll add the stuff on top. 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll do that just because I know that this is gonna look really interesting. Again, we're going for visual interest, not accuracy. We use a little bit of a pattern. Gonna use spruce for it. I might strip some of the spruce, just because it gives a neat texture. And I'm already using the rings of the log. I need to grab more spruce. The rings of the log as opposed to the side of the log, which I have noted is more common. People like using the sides of a log more than they do the rings. And while I do understand that, I think this will create a very interesting look. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Alright, so now we grab the rest of the dark oak and then finish bottom. And then I go in and add more hints of ember because I really like how the ember looks, and I think it makes a really neat accent. We take all the stone down and get a bit of a better look. Okay, yeah, that actually looks really cool. It is just an oversized Minecraft axe, but it turned out real nice. Alright, so now I can pack up my things, and we can show you what I did in between episodes really quick, just because I'm a little proud of it. I stocked the entire shop. You know, just off-camera things. So now, on to the next project. Alright, had an issue with regards to disk space and how long I'm able to record. Hopefully what I did is a good enough fix for now. I will be trying to fix it more permanently in the future, however, that's a lot of energy that I don't currently have the ability to pour into a project. So sucks to suck for me, I guess. For now, we're just gonna keep on building. Ouch. I do really enjoy how this is turning out, even though I don't have an actual whole lot of stuff done. Good night, Sly. I think that what I do have going is really cool. It's something I've never done before. Build ugly on purpose, or ugly build. The word we'll use is unappealing on purpose. Usually I do try to go for a slightly more, I need to stop doing that, a slightly more appealing visage for what I do. I will be changing the wall to fit this very nicely. For now, they get to be ugly. They get to be ew, snow. That doesn't match. There we go. I think that looks nice. Let me make sure that I cannot fit in. I can fit in. Alright, take care of this real quick. There will be no snow in here as it is covered. I do still have some floor work to do, very clearly. For now, we're going to focus a little bit on the walls, because those are not looking pretty good. It is going to remain flat walls of mostly peat with some other stuff, simply because I don't feel like carving out more. This is a farming area. This is not an area designed specifically to look like any particular type of garbage. So we're gonna start off with a heavy dose of peat, because that's already there a lot. I have to go get more already. Let's go peat, baby. Love the peat. So mushrooms do actually take a fair bit of time to propagate properly, which means this place needs to be relatively safe to AFK in. Otherwise, I will die while attempting to get my mushrooms. This is not ideal, as I would like to remain alive. Alright, starting to run out of stuff I can use. Tell that this was definitely built after the rest of this, but it's not going too bad. This looks halfway decent. Then we'll just netherrack the rest, and I'll go get some of my other stuff to replace the stone. Netherrack. Mud. Actually, that'll become important in a moment. Maple. There we go. And I will leave some of it stone, just because it does actually work really well. Like, this garbage has been here so long that it goes right down to stone. Of course, it's going to end up being mostly maple that fixes it, because I am just a sucker for wood, but you know, do what you gotta. Oh look, we're already propagating more mushrooms. You love to see it. Alright, perfect. We'll add this to the mushroom bin. Now it's time for my two favorite builds. If you will pardon my beeping. It's always fun to add an itty bit of character to a build, even if it's something as simple as an old refrigerator or a washing machine. Yeah, that's actually some of the stuff I've had planned for a while, adding fridges and washing machines. Ovens and other appliances too, but currently this is just fridges and washing machines. So now I need to make this safe to AFK in. Not difficult, not hard at all. I take my maple, I go to my crafting bench, I grab my stack of sticks, ow, I turn this into that. I am short one stick. This is infuriating. I am beyond irate. There we go. Now I have 3 maple fence gates. That's fine though, that's fine because you know what I saw in the stick bin, mossy netherrack, and that's what we're using for some of this. So we'll just, I'm not that intelligent actually, we're gonna put it on the other side. There we go, that's hidden now. Perfect, perfect. Now I can get in here to collect mushrooms, and also to AFK relatively safely, because if I go to certain areas of it, monsters won't be able to see me if they do come in. They shouldn't, because they're monsters and this place is spawn-proof. This can go in here, actually. That is, in fact, where I put it. Alright. Now, that's a garbage heap. There is some other stuff we have to do this episode, though. So, I think I'm going to fill a shulker. Actually, I'm going to put some chests there, and then I'm going to fill my shulker with some mushroom blocks, and we're going to add mushrooms to the log shop. Alrighty, so I have gathered up a rather large amount of mushrooms. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to take down some of this bamboo just temporarily. You may notice I sound different. That's because I am recording at 5 in the morning because I'm currently running on Animal Crossing time, but the issue is no one else in the house runs on Animal Crossing time, so I have to be very quiet. That's alright, that's alright. So, my figures to sell the mushrooms, we would just sort of add some mushrooms. Nice and shroomy. I actually need to not have a fortune axe in my hotbar, or I will turn this into a lot more mushrooms than mushroom blocks. I did bring a fairly significant amount of mushrooms, because I have currently in my possession a fairly significant amount of mushrooms. I'm trying not to make it blend in too much with the actual tree, which means a lot of the lighter colored stuff and the light browns and the whites. Theoretically, I could probably hold these in my offhand and work. But that sounds like an intelligent thing to do, and that's not something I'm interested in doing or being at the moment. Not when it is about 5 in the morning and I have just woken up and am ready for my day. But yeah, this is nice, isn't it? So something I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this white mushroom stem, and on some of these I'm gonna add a little bit of white mushroom. The idea behind these isn't that, these are just gonna be this is basically a mushroom version of what I've done in there. Okay, so there's that, and then we'll do here. Or I can do this, and that works wondrous. Perfect, perfect, okay. Now we have a nice platform for selling some shrooms on. I am actually going to take this one out a lot farther than it currently goes, just because I do actually need space upon which I can sell these. Implementing shroom lights to keep things lit up is going to be relatively easy. Genuinely, I think the hardest part is actually going to be fitting the mushrooms onto here, as well as making sure the small crew can get up here without issue. So I think I'm going to add not too many mushrooms, just enough that I have space to sell, and no more than that. I've collected a lot of armor from that zombie that I don't need at the moment. So I think that'll be that for those bits, but now I can take some of my fun colored stuff and my ember gel and my brown mushrooms, and I can start to play around with stuff. Oh, I can't believe I forgot the green mushrooms. We'll start with the white mushroom stem, going out a little farther than that. I didn't actually think to pull up reference images of perhaps some tree fungus. Alright, I now have some reference images for fungi that grow on trees. This is fairly... Oh, you're trying to find a way, ain't you, though? Sucker. I'll be darned, he actually did it. That's my pickaxe, not my sword. There we go. I think those ones will actually look real nice if they had just fat stems. Something else I can do is add rings inside these. I actually can't get down there to pick those up, and I've got another horde of zombies on me. Never a good thing to have. And I can begin to add a little bit of detail to this. Sleeping might help, but the night's already almost over, so I don't really see the point. There we go. Now I have some of that. We'll splash a few of these under there. Let's see, I'm using white stem for these ones. I'm gonna try and add little bits of fungus to the entire tree, not just the mushroom sales area, just to blend this in a little better. Make it look like, oh, okay, this whole tree's got some fungus on it, some fungi. Would you leave me? I don't have any arrows. Would you leave me alone? What's hitting me? There's lots of things hitting me. I don't like that. This is not nice. I'm trying to build here. I'm recording and they can't even let me do that. How rude. It looks like I also have some small green mushrooms. Oh, it's invisible in it. Well, that's a problem for later then. I know they can't get up here due to the way I built this, being inaccessible to everyone who isn't me at the moment. It may seem rude, but it's actually a big brain move, because mobs aren't me, and that means that they can't get here at the moment. I just want some green fungus. I just want a little bit of green fungus. There we go. Might add a little bit of coarse fruit up at the coarse flower, specifically up at the top, just because they have that lovely floral particle at the moment, and I really like the floral particle. There you are. You've decided to show up now that you have fire on you. Okay. So the next mushroom is the red mushroom. And I'm actually gonna put some of the stuff away, and we're gonna go to the other side. We're gonna put a couple red mushrooms with their fat stems here. Ah, that's a creeper. Normally this would be a huge inconvenience, but we installed glitter creepers this season, and I'm gonna see if I can coax the rest of the Beyonders into keeping it, because it is a massive relief, honestly. Probably gonna get some people saying that's like keep inventory levels of cop out, but I would rather be not upset when my builds get blown up because I can't hear the creepers, instead of getting upset when my builds get blown up because I can't hear the creepers. Like, it's easier to not be upset, you know? There we go. That's not how that's supposed to look. And then we just put itty bits of the rest of it all over and sort of blend it in. That's way too long. And sort of blend it in. So now we've used a good chunk of our mushroom blocks, and I'm actually going to retire the white mushroom stem. Let's see. I still have shroom lights, purple glow shroom, ember gel, and red glow shroom stem. Glow shrooms do actually glow. I think I'm going to call it there for on the outside of the trunk, but the idea behind this is that this has been here a very long time. What I might be able to get away with, just an itty bitty purple mushroom or two to help light this place up. Again, I'm trying to blend this in so it looks like it's supposed to be there. I will have to find a way to hide some of the lighting just because I'm not going to be able to use glow shroom and shroom light for all of it due to the nature of I cannot justify putting that many mushrooms on a tree. Unfortunate as it is, it's not something I can justify. Something I'm excited about for the update that's coming later this year. I believe it's supposed to be 118, like the second half of 117 stuff, is that they're changing how spawning works, so that basically I really don't have to worry about my stuff being spawnable. And I am actually going to be bringing the mushrooms that I'm selling over very soon. Alright, so I have stocked and priced all of the mushrooms. The pricing is fairly simple. If it is 4 diamonds per stack, that means I have less than 9 stacks, which is, I believe, really represented at the red glow shroom. If it's, and the brown stem. If it is 3 diamonds per stack, it means I have at least 9, but I don't have more than half of the second row filled. And if it costs 2 diamonds, it means I filled the entire chest. So that is the log shop just about finished. But before we end the episode, there's one more thing I have to show you. I know we already saw the space where I'm propagating mushrooms, but I did do a little work on it off camera whilst in a voice call with some of the Beyonders. We've added the first used car to the lot. I've added some fresh foliage. I really think the foliage ties it together, honestly, just that it's been here a while. We have a refrigerator, and we have a washer dryer in that 1950s style, and if we go in, they don't spread fast, but they do spread, and that is really all that matters, because this is the only way to get Scythian spread fungus and ember warts. So Scythian fungus and ember warts specifically are upcharged at the shroom shop because of this. And that's where we're gonna leave it for today. Thank y'all for watching. If you're part of the morning crew, I hope you have a great day. If you're part of the evening crew, I hope your day has been great. And if you're part of the afternoon crew, well, I hope your day is going alright. I've been Ruby Robotic, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode.